It is day 27 of harvest, so I might just be seeing double at this point for how tired I am, but I do believe I have two strangers here at the farm today. Can you tell me why you guys are here and what you guys are going to do?
Well, first of all, we're from Browns Valley, Minnesota. If people want to know where that is, on the western part of Minnesota is that hump up tip elbow nose. We are the pimple on that hump up tip elbow nose. And my name's Jeff Backer. I'm Jay. We live about 30 miles apart. We've been in business for about 30 years. Yep. And you are, Zoe's tired, but it's not the water she was drinking earlier. We are twins. He's 2 minutes older than I am. Yeah, absolutely. I weigh 2 more ounces. Now I weigh more than that. But when we were born on a Tuesday. Most people refer to Tuesday as the second day of the week. So we had a few twos that time. Yep. And he was born at 2:22.
Oh my goodness, that 2 is one of my lucky numbers, so this is probably going to be pretty good. Now, what are you guys going to do next couple of days?
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to be sealing up your sliding doors, because it doesn't matter if you have overhead doors, Zoe, a hydro door, sliding doors, or some other type of doors, you'll lose heat in a shed, in a commercial building. So a lot of times people put a lot of money for insulation in their attic. I know you got about 10 inches of insulation up there on the sides, but then they don't do anything with their doors, and it's kind of like leaving a window open. So we're going to be sealing up your 2 sides, top, down the center, and bottom, to keep snow, dirt, rain, critters outside where they belong. We have people in Arizona that use a SnirtStopper to keep the dust out. Product's been out there for about 10 years, or 15, I should say, but it'll help keep your garage or shop cleaner, Zoe.
Perfect. Okay, we have to cut this. We're about to get ran over by a semi.
Oh yeah, we don't want to. We're EMTs, but we don't want to practice those skills.
Sending some videos of what our sliding doors look like, just seeing how much of a gap is there and how much sunlight is shining through. Glad it's sunlight and not rain, but really puts that into perspective of how much heat we can be losing in this building. We don't heat this all winter long, but when we're working in here, we heat it with some propane, so we definitely have some heat escaping.
So this is the door on our northwest side of the building. It is a 14-foot door. The other one is a 12, and yes, you can definitely see light up there. Also, we do get some moisture in the building, so I'll be really curious to see if that helps that situation, and we have definitely had some snow blow into these corners before. Now this is with the door being opened, and yeah, we can fit almost everything into this building. We just can't fit the combine with the bin extensions open, and we've had some close calls before on that. And then this is the door on the south side of the building, and this is where we have rocks on this side, and we've definitely after a snow seen snow laying on the floor in here, so I definitely know that the heat is escaping out of here.
You had a crack right here. We actually are just doing a test piece here, but you had a crack. You could see the daylight, and actually all the way up you have the daylight. But we also have a thermal strip in there, so we just don't seal, we insulate. This is a Kevlar belting material, so we give it a 25-year warranty.
Okay.
We're going to use this on the top, but in black, and then we're going to use either large, haven't decided yet, for the bottom sealer, or we're going to use the original bottom sealer. We'll decide that when we get there. So yeah, you have a thermal tube in there also, Zoe, and that's what helps to keep the cold air outside where it belongs. Absolutely.
Perfect.
And that's the SnirtStopper at SnirtStopper.com.
We have dinner. We have another truck to unload. We got doors being worked on. They got that part all sealed up, looking good. I know they have that edge on the outside done.
This door is closed. And I like showing this too.
I had a little gap tooth there.
Well, you have to see the gap you had up there that we covered up last night. Okay. What we did yesterday is we did the 2 sides here. As you can see, when you come up really close, you had a nice gap here, Zoe. That's not even a gap. You can almost you can almost drive not quite a combine through there. But the problem with the brushes, they still will let draft in and cold, and especially because you heat the shop and propane. I'm assuming you use propane.
Yep.
And that's not free. So would you lose the heat? And then what we did is we used the side and top sealer. We removed this bracket on the door, put it behind, and now, see how tight that is? Very tight. We put it on the exterior, and the reason we did that, it makes it easier for you to close. So instead of having the brushes to let the draft wind in and cold and the heat out, because you'll lose 50% of your heat up there.
Oh, okay.
So, and then we also did, which is something new, we only have done it on your sliding door, we ran the edge of it onto the door frame, because you had a really nice gap. You could easily put your index finger through the gaps up in the corners there. What we're going to do in the center here is we're going to run this in the center. Up there, we'll be able to seal that gap up. You have a pretty bad gap. We were able to cover that, but this is what will go in the center. And then the bottom, we'll use the original or the large to seal the bottom. We'll put that on the inside or outside. That door will be a lot easier to do than this door because rocks are hard to work with, but we'll do a good job.
Right. This is what we also have going on here. Is when we did our own spraying, we decided to run a hose line out. So we just have this hole in the wall.
We got a hole. Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have this hole right here.
You know what we can, do you want that sealed up?
Is that something we can do?
Oh yeah, we can seal that hole. Okay. Let me go. Well, first of all, if you like the great outdoors, oh my gosh.
It's really nice for putting a hose through there, but
no, what we'll do is we'll take the thermal tube from our XL and we'll put it in there, have it stick out so when you need it, you can pull it out and push it in.
Perfect.
You know what? It's a really good view out there of your neighbors over there, Zoe. Man, if you're warm, you could cool it off. Wow, what type of hose did you put in there?
I didn't do it.
Yeah, but what type of hose did you?
Oh, we gotta. Yuck.
Oh well. Oh.
That's a big one.
That's a big one. Okay, that turned out real good.
That was easy. That was a quick fix.
I think.
Perfect.
You had this here, and your doors are seeing out further, so that's why you need SnirtStopper. I've never seen it that wide of a gap. This is
New record.
This is bigger than that hole over there. So, and one of the things, if you look at the brushes over here, they're hardly touching it. We'll make it nice and tight for you. So we put the side seal SnirtStopper.
Yep.
I did on this end. You had a bigger gap on the top up there.
Okay.
Had about an inch from top of the door to the slider. I sealed that up there too with the side seal with the SnirtStopper.
Cool. Wrapping up this west side door, can you explain what we have done here today?
Sure. What we did is we sealed the bottom. What we used is the SnirtStopper original bottom sealer on the bottom.
Okay.
And then in the center, we used 3/4 of an inch. We call that the center seal. So now it's insulated and it's also sealed.
Okay.
And then on the two sides and the top, we used the SnirtStopper side and top sealer. And the difference between the other stuff out there is it comes with a 25-year warranty. So, and it doesn't, SnirtStopper doesn't get hard, doesn't get brittle, you know how that stuff on a lot of doors you saw, and this one had that same problem.
Yep.
So that's what we did to seal up the bottoms, the side, the top, and so forth. So the center, two sides, and the top.
Perfect. Well, the combine's coming, so that is my cue. I think we got to get on the road, but
yeah, it's your cue, and we'll keep those red dogs, what you guys we call bee wings in Minnesota. We'll keep the red dogs coming in on this side.
I just stopped back at the farm. I'm being told that we are 90% completed here. Has been going pretty well.
It's been going very good, considering slider doors are one of the most difficult doors.
And on top of that, I'm making you guys do it on rocks.
Yes, on rocks. The other side had an apron. So SnirtStopper is made from a Kevlar belting material. You know, that's what makes bulletproof vests. So we don't want you to use that if someone, you have a disagreement with your neighbors or something like that. But
I'm hiding behind these doors.
there you go,
Okay.
there you go. Or, so we're going to give it, we've had people use it on rocks. You're going to give it even more of a test because you must use this almost every day.
Yep.
Yep. So we're happy. We're extremely happy on how we've sealed up that west door, the sides and the top, and then down the center we put the center SnirtStopper product. So when it closes, you insulate and seal it up. And what's exciting, we did it for our Ohio State thing. Now you're a cheerleader too, so but we won't go there.
Yeah, I don't think I can throw it back in spring today.
No, I've never been able to do it. So, but no, we're very pleased on what we're doing. You will know a difference because Snirt was happening here in Ohio, and we stopped it. You will know a significant difference. You will see a reduction in your heating costs, and your toes will be warmer too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to come outside to get my vitamin D rather than getting it through the cracks up there.
It was our pleasure to help stop Snirt in these buildings, and we do a lot of overhead doors to hold down the road. If that's something that interests you, we maybe can do that because Snirt was happening here, folks, and we stopped it with SnirtStopper.
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay, it is the Saturday after Thanksgiving. We were working in the shop this week. We turned the heat off on Wednesday, and it's been really cold out. I think it was 25 degrees yesterday when I turned the fans on at 8 p.m. because I wanted the fans to blow all night, get a really cold air blown into those bins. But I'm out here in the shop, and yes, it's not quite as warm, but it's still like manageable. I don't need to put a coat on. So I'd say that these seals are working pretty good in here.